Strength Reversed. It's Amy. Happy Christmas Eve, and welcome to the grand finale of the Tarot Community Advent Calendar of 2022. And I have a couple of special guests with me. Hello, if you are live, and I will get right to that because I want to welcome them here. Where's the present? Now this is a different present because the other present we opened already. Okay, we could not wait. So here's the present, and who is it for? It's for Rosemary and Gerald. And let me pop them in.
Yay!
Hello. Welcome to the Advent Calendar, and thank you for agreeing to be the last guests, the wrap-up guests.
Thank you. Thank you for asking. This is exciting.
Yes, especially after I stole your idea this year and did it myself.
I noticed that lots of people stole my idea this year, but whatever. Yes.
You
but
know,
I like
what is it?
Doing it on Instagram, Rosemary.
Yes.
Because I tried to do it both places for, a couple of years. It was too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too lazy for all of that. So I'm
all right.
My parents are visiting from Minnesota, and we're all kind of bitter that the cold has come to Florida. It's not supposed to be 20 in Florida. It's supposed to be sunny and 60 or 70, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. I beat you. It's 4 here.
Well, I don't understand how that's possible either, Rosemary, where you are.
It's crazy. It really is. I mean, it's colder here than in Alaska. Like in Anchorage right now, it's like 2 degrees warmer than in Atlanta.
Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy. Now I just read that they shut down some of the highway in South Dakota because it's blizzards, and it's no joke out there.
Yeah.
Nope. No, not at all.
I'm glad I'm inside by the fake ass fire and just sipping on hot beverages. And we have a bottle of Bailey's to add to our hot beverages while we watch the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation tonight, which we do every Christmas Eve. It's kind of we go see lights, and then we watch Christmas Vacation and eat dinner.
Nice.
Cool.
Yes.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Love that.
So what are you guys up to on your channel? Gerald, are you the Ghost of Christmas Present?
I am. Everybody knows that A Christmas Carol is one of my favorite stories. I will watch multiple versions of the movies. Mm-hmm. And the Ghost of Christmas Present just makes me ridiculously happy. And, cool. It's fun.
Now, we kind of have an ongoing argument about which version is the best. I know which version I prefer, but I love the George C. Scott version from the 80s.
It's good. Mm-hmm. That's good.
George C. Scott. My dad prefers like the old one, the old black and white one from the 40s. Mm-hmm. Which one do you like?
Oh gosh. Okay, if I just want the story, it's probably the Patrick Stewart A Christmas Carol, because it's closer to the book.
Yeah.
So.
And plus, it's Patrick Stewart.
And plus, it's Patrick Stewart, and if you want to.
Everything he does, yeah.
Yes, and but I do like Scrooged, the one with Bill Murray. That's fun. So I thought that was
Bill Murray. But that's not my favorite. But I do like Bill Murray. Now, there was a Christmas Carol, I think, series a couple years ago, and I think it was awful.
Oh, I think I missed that.
Was very
what about you, Rosemary?
Dark.
What do you like?
Yeah, I have to watch Die Hard tonight.
No,
And then I'll probably devolve into like some Christmas romance movie that's new this year, and then watch some animation. The animation changes from year to year. For a while, I was into All of the Other Reindeer.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
And then the last few years, I've watched Arthur Christmas and Klaus over on Netflix. And so, because I love animation, I spend a lot of time watching Crunchyroll and all that good stuff on Netflix that they're doing. So, yeah, not sure what it'll be this year.
Do you guys like A Christmas Story?
No.
I do.
I've watched it once or twice, but it's just not a great movie to me. It has nothing, it's boring to me. I don't know why. I just can't get into it.
Wow.
It's not for me. Go Die Hard,
Okay.
Christmas movie at the best.
Well, I also enjoy the Rankin and Bass animated from the 70s, 60s and 70s, Rudolph, and we watched Year Without a Santa Claus with Heat Miser and Snow Miser. Love those. Love those.
Great show.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with, Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman and all those classics. Right. And we used to, now you can watch them whenever, but we used to find out when it was, and we would look forward to that, and you better be in front of the TV because you had one chance to watch it.
Yes.
And I'm trying to find a Charlie Brown Christmas, but I can't find that anywhere.
Yeah,
really?
There's certain things that you can't find due to licensing that are very difficult to find.
I mean, I guess I could pay for it, but I don't do that. I don't do things like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Some people are agreeing with you, Rosemary. No Christmas Story, just Die Hard. I've never been into the Nutcracker Story. My mom and I were just talking about that because we went to the store and there's, all these nutcrackers, and we're like, I don't get it. We
I don't either.
Nutcrackers, but
I don't know if I've ever actually watched the Nutcracker. The only Nutcracker I've seen that I've enjoyed is the little Pixar animation of called The Toy.
Oh.
And there's a little. Maybe he's a drummer. He might be a Nutcracker. I can't remember. But that's the closest that I've come.
Well, let's do our countdown. It is one day, not even, until Christmas, until the big show. And about a week left of this year. This year has been like meh. It hasn't been bad, so that's good. I consider that good. If it's not bad, it's good.
Yes.
You guys had a good year?
It has not been as good as the last two, for sure. I mean, I know the pandemic hit a lot of people weirdly, but for me, it's been a really great thing because they've had extra money for not commuting, and I have not had to deal with the stress of commuting and with the stress of coworkers and all of that good stuff. And so it's gone really well. But now this year, with the economy going crazy, it has been so difficult this year. And then I finally got COVID for the first time, and it's just not been that fun for me. But it hasn't been a bad year. I'm anticipating next year being that year. For a variety of reasons. Are you looking
forward to 2023? What's coming up next year?
I'm sorry?
What's coming up next year for 2023? Are you guys making plans yet?
Yeah, well, I have to finish a deck and a book, which are going to eat up most of And we're getting close. We have 12 cards, and then I get to correct everything and fix it on, make it all pretty.
That's good.
I don't like it when people mess with a system, but I have made 2 additional cards. They're not meant to be used with the deck, but they are for fun. And I did that this week while I was off. And so I'm excited about that. But yeah, next year, I'm going to have to push myself to write. That's going to be the biggest thing, is the writing. And I may actually be going back to the office to work, which means that I'm going to lose about 2 hours a day that I currently have.
How do you feel about the office?
Right. Huh?
How do you feel about that?
I'm not happy about it because they closed the facility I was working at before the pandemic, and so now I have to drive further in worse traffic,
Ooh.
and I won't have my equipment that I use every day. So like every day I'll have a different desk with different equipment.
Oh, it's one of those things.
I'm a little OCD. I can't function that way. Like a lot of people I know, they just work on their laptop and that's it. No, I have to have a full keyboard and a mouse attached to my laptop and an additional screen so I can compare data. And I may not have that if I'm working out of the office. So I'm a little nervous.
Oh,
really nervous about this possibility. So yeah, I've been anticipating the possibility of needing to look for new work. Although I'm at that age where I feel like I don't even want to try. I want to just hold out to retirement, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Even though it's much further than I think it is.
I hear you. It's hard to, that's kind of what keeps me teaching. You know, you go through highs and lows, and then during the lows, you're like, could I do something else? And then I think of the summers I would have to work and all the forms I'm going to have to fill out to start a new job. And I'm like, let me just keep showing up here and see how this goes.
Yeah. Well, my main one is the health benefits because I've got all of my doctors lined up and they've got everything going great with my body finally again. And I don't want to have to start over.
That's good. That's good. Wow.
So,
well, 2023 maybe will bring some good surprises. Let's pull a tarot card about it.
Let's do that.
Okay,
Ooh, what's the card?
Or at the actual advent calendar part. Now, I do not look at these beforehand, so I will be surprised. Okay. The Magician.
Oh, it's the Magician. Yeah.
I like that. I think we can make this however we want it, Rosemary.
Yes, we're going to have to make things happen, right?
Oh, I love it. Yes, I'm going to have to make things happen.
I think that's a good card.
Well, I've got some liquid courage here, so maybe we'll do that, right?
Well, that helps too. That helps too.
Well, but that's a really nice card for this because now is when people spend a lot of time that week between Christmas and New Year's thinking about things and what they want to do and trying to make resolutions that oftentimes they don't follow up on. But it's that time of looking what we've done and hoping for the future. I think what I sometimes forget is the that I have all of the power and the control. I have everything I need to make it be the best. Sometimes I just don't have the gumption to do it.
Yeah. And what's that about? I always wonder. I have, it's all in my mind, but sometimes I just don't have the motivation to follow through.
Well, and I think part of that is I don't make realistic plans. I think I can lose 30 pounds by February, and that doesn't work. So.
Okay, Maria says, first of all, Maria said in Germany today is Christmas, so Merry Christmas, Maria. And pay attention to your dreams over the next 12 nights. They represent 1 month each in the upcoming year. Ooh.
I heard that recently. Richie Longman Tarot had talked about that. He's like, oh, I hadn't heard that.
I hope dreams mean nothing because they've been nothing but stress dreams lately. The ones I remember are always the ones that are just stressful. They're just crazy. I feel like I need someone to interpret my dreams. I've tried, and they always just seem like I'm stressed, right? Like the same things repeating over and over kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I had never heard that either. Hi, Carla. Welcome.
Hey, Carla.
We're glad you're here.
Hey.
Well, do you guys have any ornaments you'd like to show off, or Rosemary, you have baked goods?
Yeah, so I was going to just show my Doves because so
Okay.
this is like from the drugstore or Walmart or somewhere. But my one year I came home from grad school and my mom had covered a ficus with white lights and these ornaments
Aw.
along with let me find the other ornament. Oh, here it is. It's wrapped in paper because I didn't put up a tree this year, but they were the ceramic ones that she had painted as
Ooh,
well
that's
on
pretty.
the tree. And so every year since then, she's gotten me doves for Christmas up until a few years ago. And so these are just a few of my favorite ones that I usually hang at work. But since I don't have work, I haven't had need to hang them.
Well, those are pretty.
And
Yeah, those are pretty.
one more. So yeah. Yeah, that was just really
That's
one
pretty.
stuff.
That's a
Oh,
fun
I
one.
always would hang those on my bulletin board above my desk every year. Because I do love doves. My tree is covered with doves when I put it up.
hmm
When I put it up.
Yeah. One of my favorite holiday decorations is this. And my word of the year, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, was the word joy. I just love this. It makes me very happy. And that came from a theater director friend of mine. She said, joy is one of the most, if you can convey joy in your performance, that really captures the audience. And I was just like going, ooh, I love that. So, and I actually keep this out and about all year round because joy just isn't at the holiday. So,
That's
and
true.
then,
That's true.
yes. And then this is a stocking that Jeffrey made for me about 6 years ago. I think that's lovely.
Cute.
And one of the holiday decorations that I love are cardinals.
Hmm.
So there was a period of time where I was collecting cardinals, and these are wood ones. And I actually, because I like them, I have these out all year round. They're near my television, so while I'm watching television, I can see that. But Jeffrey got because we got married this year. This is our first ornament as a married couple, and he got this for us.
Oh, I love that.
And this is, it's a bit controversial because um, some people don't like the fact that these are the two male cardinals. And he was just like, oh, because we got married, I had to get it. And I absolutely love it. I adore it. I think it's wonderful.
Well, you generally don't see female cardinals in artwork because they're not as pretty as
Yeah,
vibrant.
they're
Show up.
green. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but so there you go. Love that.
Awesome.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I will show you what my mom got me this year. My mom gets my son and I an ornament every year. And this is motivating me because this year I got a roller skate.
Ooh.
So I am, last spring, I think I started roller skating again and then fell and hurt my tailbone and have shied away a little bit, but I think I'm going to get back on the skates on the regular.
Do you have skates? Do you have skates like that with the four
Yes.
wheels or inline? Awesome.
Yes.
That's
no, not
cool.
inline. The quads, we call them. So yes, I'm
Ooh.
getting back on the skates and not in 20-degree weather, but when it warms up, even to 30, if it gets to 30, I'll get back on the skates.
Yeah.
But this is too cold. So yes.
Of course. Of course.
Oh, are you a skater? That's fun. Yeah, I try to skate like on tennis courts and stuff. I don't like skating on the gravel. I like to skate somewhere where there are outer limits. I do well with boundaries. If I'm on just on the sidewalk, I feel it's just too it's too free. I need something that I can run into just in case I need to stop.
Yeah. I remember roller skating back in the 80s. That was always fun because the music was good and the lights were great. And so in my mind, I can't think of skating like outdoors. It's always an indoor activity.
Yeah.
So.
I do like indoor rink skating because it's, you know, the floor is clean and you don't have to watch out for sticks and
Yeah. Exactly.
It's fun. So the skating rink here has an adult night on Wednesdays, and I used to go to that, so maybe I should start going back to that. But
cool.
It's a good time. It's a good time and good exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you skate backwards? Can you skate backwards?
I can skate backwards, but I can't transition from front to back or back to front. So that's what I'm working on. I think, and plus as I get older, I think my balance has changed. I don't think I'm as balanced.
I can't even walk down the street.
Well, you would be skating down the street, so you wouldn't.
Yeah, and that would be even worse. I mean, yeah, I have no sense of balance anymore, mostly because of my joints. But I could not get on skates anymore. Even when I could, I was the most uncoordinated child. And even as I got older, I was still uncoordinated. I mean, I didn't learn to balance a bicycle until I was like 11 or 12, so that I could ride it. And I mean, I was like the oldest kid riding a big wheel in our neighborhood.
But big wheels are cool, man.
Yeah.
I was not coordinated enough. The only reason I would go backwards is because I got pushed that direction.
See, that's one of my big regrets as a kid, because big wheels came out after I was too big for a big wheel.
Oh.
So I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Rosemary, did you have the thing where you could spin out the little lever?
No. I had the base model.
No.
You could pedal it forward, and that was it.
Those
Wow.
were still fun. Yeah. No, but I have found that even I used to never get dizzy on the merry-go-round or rides or anything, and now I can't. It's like I get really dizzy and then it doesn't stop spinning for a while. So I think something has changed. I think it's called motherhood. I think that makes you dizzy or something.
I totally get that, Carla.
Yeah.
Yeah, you use the wall. See, I like to have a wall or a fence or something where if worse comes to worse, I can just stop.
Try to lessen the impact of running into that wall or the fence. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, stopping is something I could never master. Even riding bicycles, I would forget to use my brakes. I had some kids were chasing me one day, and I completely ran off the road and into a ditch. Because
gosh.
I could not remember to use my brakes. It was one too many things for me at that time, right?
Well, and I was always laughing because this was back in the day when we didn't wear knee pads, elbow pads, or helmets. We did it. So
yeah, and we didn't have the hand brakes then. It was it was backwards on the pedals, and I was uncoordinated. I couldn't make myself go backwards after going forwards. It was weird to me. So.
And look where you are now. You're a responsible adult. Making, I tried to say that with a straight face. Okay. I'm trying to help you, Rosemary. Girl, do not do that.
Oh my goodness.
You are a semi-responsible adult.
I needed a good laugh this week.
I'm glad I could help you with that.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas miracle.
There are lots of skaters over here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I brought a few of my favorite holiday treats.
Ooh, yes, Rosemary.
Yeah. So my mom has always made fruitcake cookies for my dad, and we I didn't really enjoy them until I was an adult, but now I make those every year because
Nice.
I do love them. The thing about fruitcake and fruitcake cookies is you have to leave that citron out. It's so bitter. That's what people don't like in fruitcake is that citron. That
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
most of the time it's just too bitter. Other than that, it's
Mm-hmm.
just cherries and pineapple. Who doesn't love cherries and pineapple?
True.
Yeah,
I do not
but
like fruit in my junk food.
yeah, I do love gingerbread, but I've
Oh, yeah.
discovered that it's much easier to buy the Pillsbury gingerbread when it comes
Oh,
out
of
in
course. Yes.
December than to make gingerbread. I've made gingerbread numerous times. It's just so time consuming and makes
It
such a
is.
huge batch that I just buy these and stick them in the fridge and eat them through probably March because it's a big old.
Rosemary. I saw on a video at one point. I think it was New York Times Cooking. Somebody was making gingerbread, and because of the molasses, you know how it's so goopy and stuff.
Mhm.
And what they did is they sprayed Pam into the measuring thing, and it all came out. And I was like, going, "That's brilliant."
Love molasses.
I
So
love.
the other
I
thing,
just bought a jar yesterday. I love it.
yeah. So the other thing on here is sausage balls. My mom would make that. We make them like after Thanksgiving, and we put them in the freezer in a bag, and we'll like be eating them all through Christmas, up until breakfast Christmas morning. That's usually what breakfast is sausage balls.
Yeah,
And
nice.
so I still do that. So yeah, even though I'm the only one eating it.
Do you make your ginger cookies into like ginger people, ginger men, ginger women? I mean, I've seen people who have gone to town with those, and they're like brilliant.
Yeah, well, if I'm making them to take somewhere, like I will roll them out. I have cookie cutters of all shapes and sizes. But like for me to eat here, I just cut off a chunk and roll it up and
Yep,
put it on the pan.
I agree with you. I like the taste of ginger and
Yes, I
gingerbread.
love gingerbread.
I love it. Which
Yep.
reminds me, I always forget the stuff I usually make until after the holiday, and then I'm like, hey, I should have made that. I have a recipe for copycat Starbucks gingerbread loaf. If you've ever had the Starbucks with the cream cheese
Wow.
icing,
Wow.
it's a copycat recipe, and it uses applesauce, but it's very gingery and very good. I do love spicy gingerbread.
Nice.
So,
Are there any treats that you guys have to have during the holidays?
I like peanut butter cookies.
I saw those yesterday.
Yes,
In
so I
fact,
made peanut butter
Annabelle
cookies.
made them too.
Yeah, the original hashtag, where you put the fork marks on them. I really like those. So those are my go-to.
yeah, the fork.
Yep,
That's correct.
yep. What about you, Amy? Do you have that you
Yeah,
have to have?
we just made baklava last night, or baklava, you might call it, but we do that not every year, but this year we felt moved to do that, so that's yummy, and I haven't had a piece today, so I'm craving that. I should have brought it to show. It turned out very crispy and yummy, so
That's good.
we
Oh.
rolled out the
Mm.
phyllo dough last night.
You actually
Slap-
made the dough? You didn't buy it?
No, we
You
buy
made
the
the
dough.
dough? Okay,
No,
I was just like
gosh,
going, wow.
No, we buy the dough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
This year my
Carol
son helped, so
Witchery.
we had him chop nuts and, paint on butter and all sorts of stuff. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
it was easy for us this year because my son did all the work.
Nice.
He has
How
to
old is
learn
he?
Heritage,
How old is he?
He's 12.
That's good. That's good. It's good. That way, when he leaves home, he can actually cook for himself.
Yeah. He knows how to use the washing machine, and
That's
so I'm
good.
trying to make someone who's going to be independent when he
Yes.
Mhm.
when I kick him
Yes.
out of the little nest here.
There you go. April wants my head wreath. You know, you too can get one. You just go to your local craft store. So
Chocolate covered ganache balls and homemade pumpkin pie.
oh, yum.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
It's interesting. I never had pumpkin pie in December. I always associated it with like an October, November thing. But when I went to Cheesecake Factory to get my Christmas cheesecake, because on my birthday I always get a gift card from someone, and it buys 2 pieces of cheesecake, one for my birthday and one for Christmas. Well, they stopped making the Christmas cheesecake, which was a peppermint, and they still have the pumpkin pecan pie that I favor, which is really weird. But I guess it's a common thing. People eat pumpkin throughout the fall, I guess.
Yeah, we had pumpkin pie at both Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, but
You know, I don't like pumpkin pie. I love the taste of pumpkin, but I just don't like the texture of pumpkin pie.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really just an excuse to. Go ahead, Rosemary.
I prefer to put my pumpkin in a beef stew.
Oh,
I make a pumpkin beef stew every year. Yeah.
That sounds like it would actually go together because it's nice and kind of warm and rich, and I do like squash and things like that.
Yeah.
So
I like roasting squash. I oftentimes think of pumpkin pie as just a means to deliver whipped cream to my mouth. I'm honest. At least I know these things.
For the whipped cream.
Yes, it's a vehicle for the whipped cream, and if it's homemade, even better.
Yes.
So
I do make pumpkin ice cream pie with a pint of a graham cracker crust and a pint of Ben and Jerry's vanilla, and you kind of let it soften, and then you mix the can of pumpkin with it and just freeze it, and it's very yummy. Okay, let's play a little this or that because I always like to know how people celebrate. Okay, presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Christmas
Whenever
Day.
I receive them.
Oh.
No, I literally, Santa sent me a box yesterday and it said, do not open till Christmas. It had some great things in it. You should see them. They're all on display on my table.
Oh my gosh.
Rosemary, you're going to be on the naughty list next year.
That's where she wants to be. She wants to be on Santa's naughty list.
Yes. Well, you all know I'm a little bit naughty.
A little?
I do that whole convention on naughty. Anyway.
There you go. I was talking to Jeffrey, and his family had the tradition of opening one gift on Christmas Eve, and then the rest of them on Christmas Day. But we basically on Christmas Eve, we put up our Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. So that was the big event.
Oh, really?
So.
You waited till Christmas Eve?
Yep. Yeah.
And when did you take it down?
January 6th, Epiphany.
Okay.
I begged for years for us to open one on Christmas Eve, and it finally one year they relented. They were like, "Okay, whatever, we're done listening to you beg." So we did that for several years.
We do open one on Christmas Eve, a small one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just tides us over until the next day. But we
go
all out on Christmas Day and do stockings and all of that. Star or angel on your tree?
Star.
Star, but there are angels on the star at the top, but there are angels around the tree.
See, my mom always had an angel on the tree, and I always wanted a star. So I've had a star ever since I moved out of the house. In fact, my mother's whole tree is covered with angels.
Yeah, I had an angel growing up, but we have a star. Yeah. April says we do one gift on the eve and the rest on Christmas Day. This year we decorated last night. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I decorate December 1st. I don't let myself start decorating until December 1st. And we'll drag the tree out of the attic. And that reminds me, real or fake tree?
I prefer real trees, but I've never had one in my own home. I've always had an artificial tree.
Yeah.
I was going to say about the decorating you mentioned. We've always decorated after Thanksgiving dinner, but like no
okay.
Christmas goes up or anything until after Thanksgiving dinner. And I still do that at my house. Like if I'm going to do any decorating, I do it Thanksgiving weekend after we've eaten.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm artificial tree. However, I do need pine scented incense or incense sticks because I really like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have a little plug-in Christmas scented tree because I do love that smell at Christmas. But I have had a real tree, and they are a pain in the ass, let me tell you. They're a lot of work and constant vacuuming. And then if you have pets, forget about it.
Don't forget to water it.
Yeah, you have to water it. That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
You have to water it, and then your cat chews on it, and it's a whole thing, and then you have to find a way to get rid of it. So I like the fake tree.
There apparently are places now where you can rent a tree and it comes in a pot. So like then they take it back after the holidays and plant it until the next year. And so like you can use the same tree for like 7 years and it stays in the woods, right? Instead of just getting cut down.
That's nice.
That's ingenious.
Yeah. Of course, you probably have to be rich to be able to do that because, how much would they charge to bring you a tree and then take the tree and then they have to plant the tree? It seems like a costly thing to me, but I haven't checked into it.
Yeah, it's probably more than I'm willing to spend. Hi, Laura.
Jonathan's here too.
Scrooge?
Yeah.
What was that?
Grinch or Scrooge?
Oh, I meant to grab him. For me, it's the Grinch all the way. I actually have a stuffed Grinch that I meant to grab when I grabbed my ornaments out of the attic because I didn't decorate this year. I even have the little dog with the reindeer antler on his head. And I have every version of the Grinch that's been released except for the newest animation, which was horrible. Anyway.
Everyone says that, or was it just you that was saying that, Rosemary? That the
I've said that every opportunity I've been given this year.
She said it a lot. I've not. Scrooge. I'm Scrooge, obviously.
Yeah.
So definitely.
I'm Scrooge too. I love a good Ebenezer Scrooge. Bah humbug.
Yep.
Yeah, he's my Christmas idol. I'm just naturally a negative person. I think I just, came into the world like a pessimist. And so I really identify with Ebenezer Scrooge. I think he's totally misunderstood.
Yeah.
Well, the only problem for the Grinch was people. If it was people, not the holiday, just annoying the heck out of it. And I can totally relate to that. Most often it's people that are the problem.
People can be annoying.
Sometimes
funny. I need a break from peopling, and I understand why the Grinch lived outside of town. He was an introvert.
I get it.
Rip or save wrapping paper? Do you rip open your presents, or do you save your presents, or save the wrapping paper?
I rip them because I feel if it comes in a bag, I don't feel like it's actually a present. So I need it wrapped, or I want it wrapped, prefer it with a bow, and I like the challenge of ripping it all up. So
see,
there you go.
I'm one of those people that it depends on the paper. Because I have this thing, if it's really nice paper, it looks cool. If I like it, I'll try to open it carefully. But then I end up not using the paper anyway, and it goes in the garbage. So I do like to rip things open. And in fact, I got so overzealous yesterday, I tore a Christmas card in half that had been taped to the top of a box. I
Oh.
didn't even realize that that's what it was. I thought it was just a label. But anyway, but now I love a good bag with appropriate, decor attached to it and tissue paper coming out and that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm good with a good bag.
Yeah.
So, it's really pretty.
Now, I'm with you, Gerald. I don't think it's wrapped if it's in a bag. And so if I put things in a bag because they're oddly shaped, I will kind of wrap them and put them in the bag, because then they can be ugly wrapped and then they're covered with the bag. But if people are too slow opening presents, it drives me out of my mind. I just like, open the present. I can't deal with the let me not rip the thing. Just rip it open.
Now, I'm that way if it's a gift I've bought someone, because I want to see their face.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see their face.
I love watching people open presents. I will save a nice topper, like a nice, fabric ribbon, or I usually hang an ornament or hot glue something on the box, and I will save that. And I've had the same gift bags for probably 10 years, and I just reuse them every year.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ange.
Slow present openers.
Slow present openers. No.
Yeah. Totally agree with you.
Rip that thing open. You got to get down to business.
That's
Elf
right.
on a Shelf, yes or no?
Huh? What was that?
Elf on a Shelf? No.
It was after my time. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, I'm like, yeah.
Carla swears by it. She says it keeps the kids in line until Santa comes.
That works.
We had something for that, but we're not allowed to talk about that these days. So, what's your next question?
Moving on.
No comment. Favorite holiday movie? Rosemary, I know you're Die Hard, right?
Yeah, I love Die Hard, but I will, in all seriousness, as a Christmas-themed movie, that not necessarily one that happens at Christmas. I love White Christmas. I'll watch it every year, even though it's long and it's older. I just really do like it. Yeah.
I beyond A Christmas Carol, I like Love Actually.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yes.
So, and I'm a person who if I want to feel good and I need a little bit of joy, I'll pop in a holiday movie in the summer just because I can. This is what adulting is about. I can do whatever the heck I want.
That's true. Well, we love Christmas Vacation. We're going to watch that tonight. We watch it every year. And that is our absolute favorite movie. It never gets old. It's always hilarious. And that's a feel-good movie. And I have already watched it this year, but I'll watch it again because like you said, I'm an adult and I do what I want.
That's right.
I'll do what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what adulting is all about.
That is what adulting is all about. I like adulting. I think
sometimes I do too.
Awesome, except for the bills,
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's funny.
Okay, well, do you have any virtual holiday cards you'd like to send to anyone?
Oh, I don't. Oops, not prepared. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you. I don't care what you celebrate, so long as you celebrate it fully and completely and share that with others. How's that?
Yeah. Well, I actually sent some paper cards to some people already, but and I do wish everybody the happiest of holidays. But I do want to send a virtual card to wow, my brain is not working today. I've been trying to think of the name of a movie, and now all of a sudden I have forgotten Tony's name from Antoinette Intuitive Tarot and Jewelry. I just wanted to send her best wishes for a happy holiday season. She's just contributed so much recently to my project, and just to hope that she has a great week.
Yes.
Yes. Happy holidays, Tony. And I want to just say thank you and give a special shout out to everyone who's participated in my Advent calendar this year, whether it was in the audience or the people who have been kind enough to come on my channel and share some holiday spirit. And I'm wrapping it up. I did my countdown. I'm very glad I didn't do it every day this year because that's too much, but I just wanted to do a little something, and I'm just grateful for my little tarot tube community. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's positive, and yeah, I like it. I love it. I think I'll do another year.
Okay, I was just going to ask you, do you think there'll be a 2023?
Probably, but I'll switch it up somehow.
Of course.
I gotta keep it fresh, keep it exciting.
Yes. Yes.
So this year was all lives. Maybe next year we'll do all on locations or something like that.
On roller skates?
All on roller skates, on wheels.
On wheels. Oh, I like that. Tarot Community Advent Calendar 2023 on wheels.
I can do different wheels every time. I can do roller skates, a car, a bicycle, a skateboard, a wagon.
Because it's all about all about the turning of the wheel, right?
Ooh,
we can make this work.
Because I'll forget by next year. Okay.
I completely understand that. Wow.
Well, thank you guys for being here to wrap up the Advent calendar, and I hope everyone has a very merry holiday and a happy new year. I'm not really making any plans for the new year. I'm feeling very receptive, so that's kind of weird because we got this very active card, but I'm sure this works in there somehow that I don't know yet. But thanks for being here, and thank you if you're watching the playback, and I will see you maybe one more time before the end of the year for my wrap up. Other than that, who knows? Who knows? What do you guys have on your channels coming up, by the way?
Well, I have next Sunday, we're going to be doing the Sun card, and I'm inviting everybody in TarotTube to come, and I'm going to share the link so you can pop on and share your favorite card or two of the Sun. And the reason I did that was because I know that New Year's can be rough on some people after the night before, and I didn't want to skip 2 weeks. And I thought we should start the new year with some happiness, some joy, and get it going. So looking forward to that. And then on the 8th, Jamie Sawyer will be joining me when we talk about the Queen Cup. So looking forward to those. I do have some openings. If anybody here has not been owned yet or wants to be a repeat offender, message me today. Okay?
Get it done. I am doing readings on Monday with Jane the Seeker and Lisa. And then on Tuesday, I'm doing a Magic Tool Talk Laugh and Learn with Chris from Barely Balanced Tarot and Medium Betsy Palmer. We're talking about shielding. This concept of shielding. And then in the new year, what?
I need that.
There you go. Well, tune in. There you go. And then I'll continue in the new year, Tarot the Stash Way. And I think there will be a few more Tea Time with Tarot Sachet. So,
cool.
There we go.
I always feel so bad that I'm not a good planner like you guys. I'm just kind of, whenever the spirit moves me, then.
It's Good Journeys Tarot, Heather.
Yeah. Yeah, you. I mean, the only reason Yeah, do you, you know? I mean, the only reason I have regular content is because it's accountability to get this deck done. You know,
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that, and
Yeah.
I finally just said enough's enough. So I'm gonna have some people hold me accountable. So
Yeah,
Well, we
completely
look
do you.
forward-
adulting is hard.
Adulting is hard, but it is also awesome because you can have alcohol and do other things that you like to do.
Yes.
Okay, well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year if I don't see you, and thank you for joining us. And we will see you soon on Good Journeys and Tarot Stash for the fun coming up in the near future.
Yay.
Yay! Bye.
Bye. Thank you.